Out of the Blue, Ep. 7, The Now Garden. This is a story about Frances, a white dove who keeps postponing peace while trying to manage a future that never arrives. In a garden where every path points to later, she discovers that guidance meets her only here, and forgiveness returns the mind to peace. Frances entered through a blue iron gate. A sign read, "Welcome to the Now Garden. Please enjoy your visit immediately." Frances smiled. Then she noticed the path markers. Peace. 2 miles happiness. After the next turn, relief. Coming soon. Perfect clarity. Under construction. She followed the path toward peace. Minutes later, another sign appeared. Peace. 1.8 miles. At least I'm getting closer. She flew instead of walking. Soon she reached another sign. Peace. 3 miles. Frances stopped. How did peace get farther away? A gardener named Noor was pruning rosemary beside a fountain. "It moves whenever you chase it," Noor said. "I'm not chasing peace. I'm progressing toward it." Noor nodded. "Very advanced chasing." Frances laughed. She explained that she was trying to get everything arranged. Her plans, her habits, her future. "Once I correct a few things," Frances said, "I'll relax." Noor pointed toward a kiosk. "Plan your way to the present." Inside were maps, calendars, diagrams, and colored strings. Frances's eyes lit up. Now this makes sense. She bought a map, then another map to improve the first. Soon she was marking routes. Avoid uncertainty, fix behavior, improve conditions, prepare for disappointment, create backup plan. By sunset, Frances had designed an extraordinary journey. "Where does it end?" Noor asked. "At peace." "And when do you arrive?" Frances studied the map. "Tomorrow morning," Noor smiled. "Of course." Frances stared at tomorrow. Something inside her became quiet. She had spent the entire day planning how to reach what had been available before she entered the gate. She folded the map. A frightened thought appeared. But what if you stop planning and everything goes wrong? Frances felt the urge to answer it. Instead, she let it pass. Another came. "You need to fix yourself first." She stepped back. Another. "The world must change before you can be peaceful." Frances closed her eyes. "Show me another meaning." Nothing threatened her. Nothing demanded obedience. The guidance felt gentle, still, near. When Frances opened her eyes, Noor was watering blue flowers. "I thought guidance would tell me how to control things better," Frances said. "Fear gives instructions too." "How do I tell the difference? What does it leave behind?" Frances considered that. Fear hurried. Guidance settled. Fear demanded certainty. Guidance invited trust. Fear shouted, "Fix it now." Guidance quietly said, "Be here now." The garden had not changed. A branch remained crooked. A fountain tile was chipped. Someone outside the gate was arguing. Frances wanted to repair everything. Then she understood. She could help. She could water flowers, carry twigs, offer kindness, make practical plans. But she could not make the world responsible for her peace. That was never its job. She walked to the fountain. Paper leaves floated on the water. Each held a thought. When they change, when I understand, when I feel ready, when the future is safe. Frances picked up another. When I become better. She sighed. How long have I been postponing peace? Noor handed her a blank leaf. What would you write? Frances wrote, now. She placed it on the water. The other leaves kept floating. She did not need to sync them. She did not need to argue with them. She simply stopped choosing their timetable. Something released. Desire was her offering. Forgiveness was permission to choose again. She could forgive the thought that peace belonged to tomorrow. Forgive the belief that she must manage herself into holiness. Forgive the idea that her thinking could improve what spirit already knew. The garden bells rang softly. Frances looked toward the path signs. Someone had turned one around. On the back it read, Peace, 0 miles. Frances burst out laughing. Noor smiled. You've arrived where you never left. Frances opened her wings. She did not know what tomorrow would bring. Tomorrow could keep its secrets. This moment was enough. The guidance was here. The choice was here. The peace was here. Out of the blue. May we sing, rest, and dance our way home together.